Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. Let's talk about the new patch right now going on this particular week. Alright, so we got plenty of things going on. Alright, we have a new maintenance and then this event will last for 2 weeks. Alright, so we have the first part, which is the saving with the event story, and then we got some reruns going on. Now before you pull on this banner, you need to know that the fast banner is coming really soon. Now if you guys are new to the game, fast banner is usually what players try to save for because it's the 6% banner. And that's the one you ideally want to go for because it has the best rates, it also has the best characters. However, you might still want to consider the current one depending on where you're coming from. Alright, Swimsuit Kana, Swimsuit FUBUKI, Swimsuit Mo, Miyako and Saki rerun are going to come later on. I believe at a later date, should be about 2 weeks from now. And then we're going to get Hoshino, Hina rerun if we're following the JP banner. And then there comes the fast banner. As you can see, Battlesuit Hoshino, Shiroko Terror, and of course Mika is going to rerun finally. Alongside with that, right after then, we're going to have one more limited Swimsuit Saori and Swimsuit Hiyori. So that is going to be a very crucial moment for a lot of global players. You want to pay attention to these banners. Now, by default, my recommendation is you should go all in on fast banner because fast banner is 6%. You have a very high chance to get Battle Hoshino, Shiroko Terror, Mika. Of course, if you don't have her yet, obviously you should try to obtain them. Alright, very important. But let's talk about the current banner first. Alright, as you can see, we probably will reach there by about end of January 2025 or maybe early February, somewhere around there. So let's talk about the current banner. Right now we got right here Swimsuit Kana is here alongside with Swimsuit FUBUKI. Okay, 2 new characters and a welfare character for free that you will obtain, Swimsuit Kirino. Now, you should try to get Swimsuit Kirino. She can be used in some situation. She's going to be pretty decent. She's a free character. Hopefully you guys participate in the event and try to obtain here. However, for Kana and FUBUKI, are they worth getting? So let's first talk about Swimsuit Kana. What is she all about? Swimsuit Kana is going to be much more of a striker class, debuffer, support-ish character. She's going to be much more on the debuffer side of things. Alright, as you can see, she does damage to an enemy and also at the same time lower the enemy's defense by 47.8%, which is pretty decent. If you think about it, that is decent damage right there. Now for context, one of the best debuffers that you obtain for free, Akane right here, she has a single target as well. However, she only deals about 37.7% defense reduction. So pretty much, I would say Swimsuit Kana is an upgrade from that. Alright, 47%, almost 50% defense reduction can be used in a lot of situations. She is going to be a very flexible character. If you're just looking for someone to cycle through against bosses, this defense reduction may be useful in Hieronymus, can be used in Kaiten I guess, on some occasions depending, right? So normal skill, she's going to reduce damage taken by 19% every 30 seconds. Her passive skill increases her own HP. And last but not least, the sub skill is where it matters the most. She increased the attack of herself and allied special students by 30%. Now 30% increase of allied special students, that means you can basically pair her in Gregorius if you need the boost towards your special students as a whole. So pretty much she's going to be used right there. Increased debuff duration by 1900 and HP by 26.6%. So the debuff duration, 20 seconds might not be long, but if you are willing to go even further and UE 40 her, that's going to be a very useful debuff overall, right? Now, she's going to be one of the characters available, and then the next one is going to be FUBUKI Swimsuit right here. So Swimsuit FUBUKI, what is she all about? So she's a 4-cost character. She is going to be a special type, so she stays at the back. So think of her as a variant of Nagisa, I guess, in a way, right? So Nagisa can also do what she does. Swimsuit FUBUKI is going to be 4-cost and she basically hits enemies in the circular area. And depending on how big the circle, small circle, medium or large, she's going to basically do damage based upon that, right? So up to 1100%. And can also penetrate enemy shields. Not too bad damage ratio right here, right? Now as it comes to normal skill, you can see every 45 seconds, she will do about 900% damage to one enemy. Passive skill increase attack, and last but not least, the sub skill increase explosive efficiency of allies by 30%. Now this part is pretty decent, alright, you can use her occasionally just to slot her in. If you're trying to fight bosses that are explosive element, then she can be useful in that boost right there. But overall, as you can see, both Swimsuit FUBUKI and Swimsuit Kana they are not like a must-have, alright? None of them are like revolutionary. They're not like crazy in their particular role. There are some other options that you can basically substitute them in. I would say if you are skipping them, it's totally fine. They're not like a must-have. In fact, it's probably going to be better considering that we are so near approaching the fest. Now, if you're collecting them for your collection, don't worry, these two are not going to be limited, right? So they are going to be in the standard banner later on. They'll be added regardless. Now, as for the event, it's going to be pretty straightforward. You just do the event. It's going to be divided into 2 weeks, and depending on, you know, the usual stuff, if you bring certain characters, you're going to get bonuses as it goes. Now, as you can see, let me scroll down, you are going to get Swimsuit Kirino's LF right there for free. So you gotta farm a little bit. So you're going to need to farm a bunch of those event currency to open up the stamina, right? So again, we're going to have a new Furry of set. Final restriction release. Alright, this is going to be very, very interesting. Now it's going to switch back to the light type. The previous one was Mystic, so this is always going to be rotate between that two. Alongside with that, we also have Bina Total Assault. That's going to come, I believe, later next week. Alright, that's going to be like early New Year. Other new things, there's Dormitory. Alright, very, very cool. You're going to get for the beach interaction right here for all 3 of these new characters. And of course, double rewards for Lesson, Scrimmage. Double drop is again back at 30th of December. So I think this is going to be pretty cool. We have had multiple double events. I think there's one running right now as well. It's going to be ending soon. Very, very cool. I do appreciate all of this double drop. At least it's going to allow you to farm plenty of equipments. Alright, it's going to make it easier for you to be able to upgrade your characters. Now, once this event finish, we're also going to have Swimsuit Mo. So I just want to cover that a little bit alongside with Swimsuit Miyako rerun and Swimsuit Saki rerun. Now again, I don't think these characters are like a must-have, especially with those 2 reruns, right? Swimsuit Saki and Swimsuit Miyako, decent character, but I wouldn't say you need to have them in your account. As for Swimsuit Mo, she is going to be a single target striker unit. Does insane amount of damage, circular area, and also like a little bit more damage to other enemies. Very high multiplier, right? But also very high cost at 6. So she's going to be much more of a Sonic DPS. Now, considering that we also have Swimsuit Hanako, that is going to be pretty much way better in most cases, right? So I don't really see why you need her in particular, unless you need multiple teams, but we don't know when Kurokage is going to rerun. I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon, right? So every 35 seconds, do a little bit of damage, and when attacking large and extra large enemies, deal 17.7% attack as additional damage. Not too bad, alright, but again, she is going to be a standard banner character. She's not limited. So my advice is, if you guys care about limiteds and the fast banners approaching, so that should be the priority for most players. So yeah, otherwise, those are going to be the most hype event. That's going to be somewhere end of January. Stay tuned for the fast banner. I'm guessing that's where we're going to be doing a bunch of pulls then. Alright, I'll still play the event, but I doubt I'll be pulling any of these characters on my own. With that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.